Alright, what is up everybody? Today we have another episode of Helium Mixed Gaming, but we are playing a new game today. Our game today is Final Fantasy X. This is going to be my first episode of this playthrough of this game. I have put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into this game, and I thoroughly enjoy every minute of it. I have beaten Penance and all the secret super bosses. I've completed all the regular stuff in the game. I've done pretty much everything. So with that in mind, if you like these kind of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're hitting new game. And first we got to select a sphere grid to use. I always use standard, but the difference between expert and standard is that standard has kind of set paths for every character, if that makes sense. And then expert has special paths, or has like everyone on the same path, and then you kind of choose where each character is supposed to go, for lack of a better term. Now we're going to select a soundtrack type since I'm playing on PS4 and that's available to us. I'm going to go ahead and select original instead of the remastered track, just because I think the original is overall a bit better, but ultimately that is your decision. Okay. These are two things you cannot change throughout the rest of the game. I'm going to stop talking for a little bit so that we can play this opening cutscene.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Alright, so as you can see, we are going to start in the city of Zanarkand. Nothing overly crazy is going to happen for right now, but we're basically just going to walk around, talk to a few characters. We're going to give our character a name, and from there, we're just going to kind of walk until the next thing comes up. We are introduced to our main protagonist, Titus. He is also often called Titus. I choose to say Titus, but the reality is, all that's up to you. So as you can see, you're on this kind of weird boat thing that's supposed to be futuristic because Zanarkand is built to be a futuristic city, and that becomes important in later dialogue in the game because the whole story is built around it, if that makes sense. But for right now, we're just going to talk some
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
this is where you pick your name. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with Titus, but you can literally name him anything you want.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
Alright, so...
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Thanks for the autograph. Get lots of goals.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Alright, so we're going to be playing this game called Blitzball for the beginning of the game. You don't actually play it yourself, but basically it kind of plays it for you in this first one. But Blitzball is an important game in Final Fantasy X, where basically you're just playing a hybrid of soccer and rugby all underwater.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa, didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jecht Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jecht's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Alright. But more or less, as you can see, Titus is the son of Jecht, who is another star player in the city. Titus actually hates his dad, and that becomes an important part of this game. But more or less, you can kind of see how he's trying to follow in his father's footsteps and ultimately outdo him.
Make way, make way!
But
Coming through, sorry.
But that has minimal importance to the actual story.
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
At least the Blitzball part itself does. Titus hating Jecht is
let
important.
go of me.
But you'll kind of watch it all develop. This is an extremely complicated story, so buckle up. That is Orin. He is probably the third most important character in the game. And as you can see, this big giant whale is popping up while the Blitzball game is happening. That whale is called Sin. And yeah, basically your whole objective in this game is to try and beat Sin. So because of this attack by Sin, the Blitzball game kind of ends and you fall and move into the next part of the game. So as you can see, you kind of wake up or whatever, and you are going to meet up with Orin, who I just talked about. Orin serves as kind of a mentor to Titus throughout the whole story, because he knows a lot about everything Titus is going to go through, and he is also extremely strong as a character.
What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about? Huh?
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Keep in mind, you're going to see a lot of stuff throughout the story that's not going to make sense right now, but once you play more of the game, it's going to make so much more sense later on.
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way!
Look.
This brings back memories of my first time playing this ever.
We called it Sin.
Sin?
So as you can see, these little monsters that are getting thrown around everywhere, they are essentially detaching from Sin's body, and they are called Sin Spawn for that reason. You'll fight plenty of them throughout the course of this game.
Take it. A gift from Jack.
My old man?
So as you can see, we kind of get introduced to the fact that Orin somehow knows Titus's father, but we'll get more into that later as the game goes on. Because they actually went through a big pilgrimage together that shapes the story we have in this game. But let me show you how to fight. You just hit the attack button and then go ahead and select your target. Seems kind of basic, but I just want to make sure in case anybody didn't know. For reference, most of what you're going to be doing is using the X button on a PlayStation controller or the A button, I think, on an Xbox or Nintendo controller, and then using that to select all the stuff you're going to select. And then the O button is the button used to go back. I imagine that would be the B button on the other consoles. Well, the non-PlayStation consoles, I should say. It doesn't change if you're playing PS3 versus PS4, or maybe even the PlayStation Vita, or all the way back to the PlayStation 2, really, because this was originally a PlayStation 2 game that was constantly getting remastered, and then eventually Square Enix reached a deal where they decided to put the game on the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. So the monster just used this special attack called Demi or whatever.
Get out of my
Basically,
town!
what it does
Some
is
can't
it
wait to die.
cuts your health into a portion. It never kills you, but it can be used to like slowly drain your health over time until another attack does kill you. So now we're going to go into overdrives, which is a special kind of attack that you can use after pressing a sequence of buttons. If you get it right, you'll do more damage, and if you don't, and an overdrive attack is much more powerful than a regular attack, as you're about to see. Using overdrives can take some getting used to, but eventually you get the hang of it after a while. There are different ways to boost your overdrive gauge that you can choose in the character menu. Typically what I like to do is have it be contingent upon the amount of damage you take in a fight. It's like if you take a lot of damage, your overdrive boosts way quicker. And then as you can see, I failed to click on the thing while it moved to yellow, so because of that, I wasn't able to get Titus's overdrive going as effectively as I should have been able to do. At this point, we're just hitting this thing until it runs out of the little arms on top. Well, tentacles, I should say. You can also use a potion to heal up to 200 HP of one character, and then if one of your characters dies, you can use a Phoenix Down to try and revive said character. As you can see, we just defeated a sin spawn. I'm going to... Alright, so I can hit the pause button to kind of pause the game, or I can hit the triangle button in most situations if I want to bring up the pause menu. Here is a save sphere. You go up to these in order to save your game and restore your health of not only yourself, but your Aeons. This is the only way to restore the health of Aeons. We're going to go ahead and save. I recommend stopping at every save point and saving while you can, because typically the save spheres are conveniently located right before a major boss fight.
What are you laughing at, old man? Lauren, let's get out of here!
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man!
Alright, so for right now we're just going to cut through some of these sin spawn, and then we're going to get more directions in just a sec. So go up and down if you want to switch between your party and the enemy, and then go ahead and move from side to side in order to switch between enemies, as you can see I'm doing. This is up and down, this is side to side, with the stick on your left.
This could be
Sometimes
bad.
you can miss an attack if you need to.
That! Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Alright, so because you're surrounded, eventually you are going to make the tactical decision to start attacking that thing on the side. It's a big set of explosives, basically.
Sure. This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
So as you can see, you kind of get consumed by sin, and
Hey.
you are left in an alternate universe.
Hey!
My old man?
Okay, so you're meant to go down kind of to the bottom here, since this is the big stadium or whatever. But the general theme here is that you are having kind of this weird dream or whatever, and as being part of sin or whatever. And as a quick spoiler, this is where the final major boss fight in the game happens. So everything kind of comes full circle, more or less.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded. And then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore. Anybody there? Aaron! Hey!
Alright, so as you can see, we're at this sort of weird destroyed temple. No, this is not Xanarkand. This is Baj Temple, actually, or at least the area around it. Baj Temple becomes important as you try to start doing optional post-game objectives when you get done with pretty much 90% of your story. And nonetheless, here we are. I'm going to be playing until we get to the next save point, and then from there I'm going to wrap up this first episode and then prepare to upload the next one for you guys. Alright, so we got a save point right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be sure to catch you guys next time. And with that said, I will see you all in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed my channel, Helium Mix Gaming. Thank you for watching.